Yippee, is that recording? Yes, it is recording. Yippee! Hi! Oh my gosh, first video on main channel. We have come a long way. We have come a long way. Yeah, so what I want to talk about in the first video is my trip to Japan. It was a really long trip. It was a month and a half, and I am still very shocked that I did it. Sometimes I fall asleep at night. Right? Yippee, is that recording? Yes, it is recording. Yippee! Hi! Oh my gosh, first video on main channel. We have come a long way. We have come a long way. Yeah, so what I want to talk about in the first video is my trip to Japan. It was a really long trip. It was a month and a half, and I am still very shocked that I did it. Sometimes I fall asleep at night right now and I'm like, it feels kind of surreal. Like, is it a dream? And then I look into like my photo album in my phone. I'm like, no, it's not a dream. There are concrete evidence. So many, so many. Oh my gosh. So that was what I did on mid-April to end of May. Crazy. It is the first solo trip that I have ever done that is for that long. It's crazy. And I loved it. Loved it. One word. Loved it. And I want to share the things that I have learned by going on this trip. And I want to share around 5 things.
Hello, Future Ash here. In this video, I will only be sharing two main things because it will be way too long otherwise. Anyway, see you later.
That main things that I have learned by traveling by myself to Japan for 1.5 months. So, first thing is, I did not believe this, but it is not always gonna be fun. I did not believe it. Literally, one of my friends like texted me while I was there in Japan. I was like, oh, first of all, where did I go? I went to Fukuoka for about 3 weeks, and I went to Miyazaki for about 3 weeks. Both of these cities are in Kyushu, so I really like to give an analogy. So where's Kyushu? So basically, if you can imagine Japan as a chicken, okay, Japan as a chicken. The head is Hokkaido, and then the kind of like the belly region is kind of like the main island, Honshu. So basically, you have your Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo there, and then you move to the butt. The butt of the chicken is Kyushu. And then like the poopy, the poopy is Okinawa. So like super south. So I went to the butt of Japan, of the chicken. And it wasn't always fun. I couldn't believe it. Like, literally, I couldn't believe it. I thought, because Japan has always been somewhere I really, really wanted to go. Like, I think even 5 years ago, I wrote somewhere on my goal sheet that, like, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. So finally being able to go, I was like, fuck yeah, this is great, this is awesome. I thought every day is gonna be so cool, so fun, but it wasn't. And I'll tell you what. Basically, the first week or so was pretty rough because I think the transition was just really, really big between living at home and living in Japan, living in the hostel in Fukuoka, which is so different. And I felt lonely. And I was like, huh? Because I usually like my alone time. I like my alone time when I go to the gym. Like I can reflect. I could like to go on walks by myself. That's where the thinking happens. That's where my thoughts gets organized. And I thought it would be great. I have all of that time to do all of that in Japan. But there could be a thing of too much alone time. And especially during dinner, for me, all my life I've eaten dinner with other people, like either if it's with friends or like with family, and that's where the time where we just like to take the time to like connect with each other, ask each other like, what did you do today? What did you feel today? What do you look forward to tomorrow? And that just didn't happen because I remember walking into the hostel like lounge area by myself and going to the fridge by myself, picking out like lettuce and then tomatoes, and then I think some whatever protein I was gonna have for dinner by myself. And mind you, there were other people in the room, but I felt so lonely because they were doing their own thing. They were not looking at me. They didn't smile when I walked into the room. They were just looking at their phone. They were just eating their food. I just felt so, so lonely. And I was like, wow, in this city, I know nobody. And during the time that I usually connect with other people, no one is talking to me. And I just felt so, so lonely. That was a big thing. Like, I felt so sad in those moments.
Hello, hello. Future Ash here, saying to past Ash that it is very cray-cray that I have 5 fingers up. This is because I talked over for an hour, so the video will be way too long. That's why I have shortened it down to 2 main takeaways that I have gotten from my trip from Japan. So if I look a little delulu holding up 5 fingers, it is completely me fault. Anyway, continue to enjoy the video. See ya!
And the fifth one, the final one of the most amazing discoveries I have made on this trip is that time passed so slow. Time passed by so, so slow. This 1.5 month, 1.5 month, probably the slowest it has passed in years. Probably since I was maybe around 18, 20. Yeah, it passed so slow. Oh my god. And I discovered one of the biggest reasons was because I was constantly doing new things. I was constantly doing new things. And I remember I was reading this book, what was it called again? The Power of Writing It Down. I was reading this book called The Power of Writing It Down, and how it talked about, one of the things that really stuck out to me was this concept of how the brain likes to store things efficiently. So it actually, if things that are the same happen over and over again, it actually categorizes as just one thing. So let's say I spent the week working. Every single day is just wake up around same time, go to work, kind of same thing happens at work. Then I come back from work, take the same bus, eat the same food, take a shower, brush my teeth, watch some YouTube videos, go to sleep. Next day, wake up, take the same bus, go to work, eat the same food, come back the same bus, brush my teeth, take a shower, watch the same YouTube videos, and then it just, if it repeats itself over over a week, over a month, maybe over a year, maybe over many years, the brain actually categorizes as one day, one single day. And that's why time passes by so much faster as we get older, because less new things happen, especially if we don't put effort into trying new things. And that thought just really scares me. That scares me so much, because that means like I'm losing control over like my life, how fast time goes, how much I can experience and like savor life. Like that's just really scary. And I found through my travel and how slow time passed because of how many new things I was experiencing. And that was so crazy. I remember on the trip in Japan, there was these 2 hours and I had to wait for my laundry to dry because I had more things in the laundry. Like there was a sweater, and then like there was these like pants, and they were like thick and cotton, so then it takes more longer to dry, and I was like, oh, okay. But I wanted to make sure that once it's dry, I'll pick it up right away, so then more people can use the laundry machine after me. So, you know, I don't hold up the line and things like that. Oh my god. Those 2 hours were so long. I was like, oh. I was like literally looking at my phone. I was like just listening to some music, and then afterwards I looked at my phone. Oh, only 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes has passed. So, yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy how slow time passed. And that is something I feel like that I learned, that I took away, such a important lesson that I took away from this trip is like, what can I do to help with that? What can I do to slow down time? Not physically slow down time, because that's not possible, but like how I can perceive time and how I see time pass by. Like, I just found that I have control over that, and that just makes me so happy. And if I want to make my life seem like it's passing by slower, is to do new things, try new things, meet new people, go to new places. And I think one of the things that I took away why this works for me is because especially when I go somewhere new, there's so many new information that I get and like receive through my senses, even like new smells. Like Fukuoka smells different than where I'm from. Like, if I could, like, the subway smells different. The Fukuoka subway smells like more plasticky, and kind of reminds me of the subway smell from Shanghai, where I'm from. What did I taste? Well, new foods. One of the new foods that I tried in Fukuoka is called mintaiko. Mintaiko, it is basically like fish eggs. Yes, fish eggs. Mintaiko is fish eggs, and it's kind of like marinated, so it's very savory. It has a very strong seafood taste. It's very savory. It's a little bit spicy, and it was a taste I'd never tasted before. It was something new. So those are just little things that I experienced. Even things like that, you take conscious effort, like newer habits, newer experiences, new things helped me experience time so much slower. And that for me was just such a big awakening, such like a big, like light bulb moment. If I want to slow down time as I get older, travel to new places, experience new things, meet new people. When you go somewhere new, engage all of your senses. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? What are you feeling inside of you? What emotions, what physical sensations are you feeling? All of those things will help me slow down the passage of time. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to discover that on this trip. So yeah, those are my 5 things that I learned by going to Japan for a month and a half. So a quick recap. First one is, it's not always fun. Sometimes they're just like life living everywhere else is not always fun, and that is okay. Fifth thing is time passes so slow, so very slow when I go somewhere new, when I go travel, and I love that because I get to experience so many new things, and that helps me slow down my perception of the passage of time, and I'm really grateful. Yeah. Okay, that is a wrap for the first video. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun recording this. It's very strange. Like, what am I doing? I don't know yet. I'll figure it out as I go. But I'm just really happy that I did the first video. I'll see you in the next one. And in the meantime, take care. Bye!